There's only one thing that I feel like could possibly hurt this pinball machine from being a major hit. Well, I guess it's time for me to record a video that will be irrelevant in T-minus less than 24 hours. So it is confirmed that Stern Pinball is doing the Foo Fighters as their next cornerstone title. And they released a little teaser bit for us last week, showing us basically the art style for the screen, and a little more details if you were paying attention. And that was the fact that it's going to be involving aliens. Now, some of you may be thinking to yourself, what does Foo Fighters and aliens, what's going on with that? And that's the beauty of it, because the Foo Fighters are one of my favorite bands. And I know there's plenty of you out there that don't care for them or whatever, but there's more than just their music that attracts me. And that is actually the characters, the band themselves, and how they are not scared to come out of being, we are the Foo Fighters. They get involved in different characters and like skits and almost all of their music videos. They are not themselves. So that goes to show that I have high expectations for what this game is going to have in it. So from what I gather is that it looks like the Foo Fighters are going to be essentially kind of like Ghostbusters, but he's like probably against aliens of some kind. So it's obviously not going to be based on what the band actually does. And that's, like I said, the beauty of it, because I think any game that involves aliens, if you look at the history when it comes to pinball and aliens, the games typically do perform better when it comes to play style, enjoyment, sales, whatever. For whatever reason, if you implement aliens into the game, it does better. From what little we've seen when it comes to the art style on the screen, this is Zombie Yeti's art, so I'm pretty much already sold on that. And this is actually the style that I was hoping that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would have on the screen, but instead we got some subpar 3D model stuff. I don't know. But what I'm seeing on the Foo Fighters so far is what I wish that Turtles would have been like. I expect this game to have tons of humor in it, because the Foo Fighters, and especially Dave Grohl, they're all about, humor and just being goofy. And like I said, if you watch their music videos as well as listen to them in like their live interviews and stuff like that, it's, they're all about, just having fun. So I think that this pin is gonna be more than likely amazing. One of the things that made Guns N' Roses so good, aside from, design and layout, but that's subjective. But like one of the things that made Guns N' Roses so good was the fact that Slash from Guns N' Roses was heavily involved in the creation of it. So I'm hoping that Dave Grohl and the band in general, but mainly Dave Grohl, of course, was really involved in the makings of this game. I anticipate Dave being one of those guys that's like, what do you need to make this pin the best mother pin ever? And I say that because that's how he speaks. So I'm also hoping that there is an R-rated mode on this game. Let there be a parental, setting inside this game, but there needs to be an R-rated mode, because if you listen to Dave speak and how he talks, he curses quite frequently. So I really hope that there's an R-rated mode in this game. So back to my point with the Foo Fighters being involved in trying to make this pin the best it can be. Meaning, what songs do you guys want? Here you go. It's like, what kind of art style? Go wild, Zombie Yeti. Just show us what you got. So we should not be seeing their album cover stretched out to cover a cabinet. We better friggin' not. But we shouldn't, is what I'm saying. So we've got the fact that Zombie Yeti's doing art. So when you hear that Zombie Yeti's doing the art, what do you think? You're like, all right, 90+% of the time, it's going to be freaking amazing. It's always going to be good. I mean, I say that because there's a lot of people that didn't care for the way Godzilla looked, but me personally, I think it looked great. Anyways, so we got Zombie Yeti being announced and showing what he's going to be doing on this game. You're like, yes, it's going to be good. If you're a Foo Fighters fan of their music, you're like, yes, the music's going to be good. There's only one thing that I feel like could possibly hurt this pinball machine from being a major hit, and that's design. And oh my God, here comes all the fangirls for Jack Danger topping in like, oh no, blah, 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 blah. Listen, all I'm saying is that what I've already stated, every topic that I say is going to be great about this game, what do they all have in common? They have a history. You know Foo Fighters has good music, if you're a fan of them, because they have a history of years proving that. You know that Jeremy Packard's Zombie Yeti has great art packages because he has a history, and he has a profile that you can see of what he's done. Jack Danger, on the other hand, doesn't really have a long history in making games. He's merely made one so far, which was a home pin. It didn't have the cornerstone bomb for it. So you have to at least acknowledge that fact. Yes, he can play pinball. Great. He knows what feels good because he's played it for so long. He's also even somewhat created his own, I think it was called Dad Flip, that had some interesting stuff on it. But you have to admit the fact there isn't a history so far with him. This is going to be his big coming out, so to speak. Maybe not the best words to use, but when it comes to this is his first cornerstone, guys. This is where we're going to actually see if the proof is in the pudding. And trust me, I hope that it's good. I've already been discussing back and forth in my head whether or not this is a pin I'm going to get, because, like I said, theme is already speaking to me. Art is more than likely going to be speaking to me. I just need to see how it plays. But I feel like this video has already gone on long enough, especially since it's going to basically be pointless in less than 24 hours, like I've already stated. After the game is officially revealed to everyone, I plan to do a live stream, so by all means, if you haven't already, subscribe button down there, ding my dong so that way you can be notified of whenever I do go live, and we can all discuss what we think about this game as we go through images and trailers and stuff like that. Until next time, guys, peace out.